I'm good. Let me bring down my Discord audio. Um, uh, I do not see chat. Yes. Am I live? I am live. Okay. Let me... Oh, it already notified my Discord. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Okay. Hopefully chat will show up on here. It's been a while since I've streamed. Like, at least... What has it been? Over a year? At least since then. Yo, what's up, Dan? How are you doing? How are you doing? What's up, Legacy Forge? Yo, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. This set suit is straight up ass. It's so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm not gonna try to spoil anything. Why is there fucking... Why is there Sonic? Is that Shadow hanging? Oh my gosh. So, there is so much to talk about. I want to try to find the tweets from Ben, because Ben would be the safest person to pull up tweets from, because I just trust Ben more than other people. Yo, what is up, Buff Up Oni Taijin? How are you doing? It's from the... Oh my gosh, it's 2:47. This is like the least optimal time for the UK. Like, there honestly, someone was gonna get screwed up in the end. Yo, what is up, Ethan? How are you doing? You just watched the promo video. It got you hyped. I mean, I'm excited because it's a new Kamen Rider series, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the suit. I mean, it's a nice... I like the concept, but I don't like the suit, if that makes any sense. I'm hoping that the auxiliary suits look a lot better. You don't like the belt? I feel like the belt is the best part, in my opinion. Like, it's not horrible, but it's like, it's different, and I like that. The Zetsu teaser was cinema. Yeah, I agree. The trailer was good, but I don't like the suit still. Yo, what is up, Tadio? I hope I said that right. How are you doing, Cross Unity? How are you doing? Just the Dan. When did they update this about Zetsu? Zetsu was literally during the middle of superhero time. They dropped everything. And I was like, what? What? I was literally watching the end of GAVV, and then they just randomly switch over to Zetsu. I'm like, taken aback, you know. I was ready to get my Shinkenger on and then go to bed, but then they just decided, nah. We're dropping Zetsu tonight. We aren't even... y'all aren't even getting the simulcast? I guess y'all could use, like, VPNs and stuff, but still, it sucks. Green Venom... He really is. I mean, I could see what you mean. We're getting too many Ichigo homages in REIWA. How many has there been? 01, Gotchard. I guess Geets had 1 and 2. Did Saber have 1? I guess Revice too. That's 01, Revice. Yeats with what's his name? I forgot his name. One of the GMs. What else? Gotchard, obviously, and then now Zetsu. I don't know. What if Zetsu wears the belt on his waist for the final form? I think that would be kind of cool. I mean, it would be cool if it's like a homage of sorts. I could see that being kind of cool. But I don't know. I don't think they would do that. I think they would try to keep the belt similar. Maybe if he gets like a secondary belt. Oh yeah, Kamen Rider Sentry was another one too. You're not the biggest fan of the colors. See, I'm okay with the colors. Like, it's not the prettiest green, but I know what they were doing. Let me try to find this poster really quickly, by the way, because Kamen Rider Global, is that what its name is? Yeah. You're excited for Zeztz new now, mostly because the disgusted at how much GAVV wasted Suga. GAVV in general just is just so half. I mean, I like GAVV for what it was. I mean, I was not expecting it to be this grandiose story, but then they just started dropping random stuff that was just like, whoa, this is crazy. Like, I loved it. I'm loving GAVV. I definitely am a little bit on the fence of how they handled Suga, especially with the recent episode. I kind of wanted the zombies Suga to be a little bit longer, but I'm not going to go too far into episode spoilers since the episode just dropped and all of that. So, bro looks like a Nike sneaker. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Ooh, I like that they included the bike in the shot. I wonder if there's going to be a lot of bike shots in this. First time watching your stream. Always enjoy watching your videos. Yo, thank you, Shawnee boy. I'm hoping I'm saying that right. I'm really bad at names, guys, so forgive me. Late to the party. What are your thoughts on Zeztz being international? And do you know if the series is going to be like Main Riders, a small retelling of Black Sun, or just a movie like Shin Kamen Rider? I like the fact that Zeztz is going to be international, just because the fact that, well, I don't have to go through torrent sites to go and do stuff, so I like that. And then alongside that, it's just going to be nice because I'm hoping that it expands, you know, the Kamen Rider franchise, and hopefully Kamen Rider can go like mainstream and all of that. That would be amazing. Just being able to watch like Kamen Rider on Crunchyroll or even on YouTube, like with what Ultraman's doing and all of that. So, but do I think it's going to be a series like Main Kamen Riders? Yeah, it's going to be a main story like Kamen Riders. I don't think it's going to be anything like Black Sun or Shin Kamen Rider. What I would like is for the 25th anniversary of Kuga, for them to redo Kuga and like give a whole new retelling of the story. I think that would be dope, but I just don't see them doing that just because they've already done the whole 25th anniversary with Kuga and all of that, so I really don't think they're going to be doing a lot. You just watched the video for Zetsu. It's okay, but in my opinion, the other half of him feels empty. That is, honestly, that is the perfect description of my issues. The bottom half looks so naked compared to the top half, which I'm hoping that that will just come with the auxiliary forms and all of that. So, who knows? Who knows? I do like the futuristic take on it, and it's definitely, from the rumors and everything, it looks like it's going to be a, words. Trying to think of the words for it. It looks like it's going to be Inception meets Kamen Rider. So I'm looking forward to how they'll handle that. And I guess if you've watched Wizard, basically it's going to act similar to how basically the Phantoms were, where like basically the Phantom will go into the person's dream and all of that. And the Zezt's job is basically to save the rider and all, or save the victim and all of that, and bring the Phantom out from the dream world into the real world. So definitely a very cool aspect to Zeztz. You're excited that it's getting a release. I am too. American release. I love that. You thought it was going to be AI? Oh, man, if it was AI, having two shows going into delving into the AI aspect would have just been crazy. But I Honestly, I wouldn't be shocked though if that's like a mid-season reveal, because Gojuger just dropped stuff about AI and all of that. So I would be really shocked if they really went into the AI stuff. I'm sorry if I miss any comments, by the way. I'm literally just reading from chat and everything. So I hope the show doesn't end up like Saber or Ghost. I don't think it will. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see it ending up like Saber or Ghost, especially considering how who the writer is specifically. It's supposed to be, I believe, what is it? Takahashi. So Geets, 01, X8. So we should be in decent hands, guys. So don't worry. I mean, if you like those series, you'll like it. But if you don't, sorry about your luck. You got GAVV to go and watch again. How do they change forms? I don't really know. We haven't really gotten that much info. I mean, the trailer just dropped. I imagine it's going to be just sticking the item in like any other writer, but I'm interested in it, like if the ball is going to like flip open or something. I don't know. You enjoyed watching Decade. I was shattered when they dropped the hammer on streaming O's. Oh man, I get that. Yo, what is up, Dark Barcode Warrior? How you doing, my dude? You wonder who's writing the season? Rumor says it's Takahashi. I'll take anyone except for Inoue, because I realized I never want Juko. You don't want Juko to write another writer season? GAVV has been amazing. I've been enjoying it week by week. I've been enjoying it. Obviously, we're getting towards the end, so the writer fatigue is starting to go through. But I mean, I'm still enjoying it. You feel like story for ZEZT'S is going to be similar to 01 or Build, maybe Kabuto. I need to watch Kabuto on that note. How the trailer was shown, I could definitely see it being like a Build or a 01 for sure. I could see it being very, very similar to 01 specifically, especially given what the rumors are about the writer and all of that. So, yeah. You like the American muscle neck. ZEZT'S is probably a real person in a fictional world. I would like to see that. That actually sounds kind of cool. I don't know. You would love to watch Kamen Rider on YouTube. I think all of us would. I mean, like, they put Geets and 01 on YouTube. I was like, oh, this is greatness. I can recommend people, and it's free. Geets is free, and 01 is free on YouTube. Absolutely amazing, What Ultraman series would you recommend for new watchers? I am not gonna lie, I would recommend Arc or even Omega. Like, Arc was my first Ultraman series and I absolutely adored it. Definitely go watch Arc. Definitely go watch Arc. Omega, it had a good first episode. Like I said in my short, go watch Omega. It's fantastic and all of that. Gojuger villain is already an AI, yeah. Do you think the gimmick will be based off of a different types of dreams or something? Ooh, okay, like hysterical dreams, and I don't know all the different types of dreams, but I definitely like where you're going, and I would like to learn a little bit more about that and all of that. But I see where you're going with that, and I love that concept. This looks to have 9 times the vision of Ghost already. I don't know about that. I mean, I like Ghost suit-wise and all of that, so hopefully ZEZT'S can like pick up the suit game, but I like Ghost suit. I really do. What if they're pulling a Kuga with the whole growing form? I would love that, but I just don't see it happening. Saw the suit and the chest piece feels like an eyesore compared to the suit in my opinion. In your opinion, yeah, it looks like Ant-Man. I'm not gonna lie. That's one of the best way to describe it. It looks like Ant-Man. I hope the show doesn't make the same mistake as Gotchard by leaving plot holes and having the worst world building. Yeah, I could agree. Gotchard does have plot holes. But I love Gotchard for what it was. Let me... Shoot. Give me just a second, guys. Gotta really look at this. So when Zeztz Henshin's his belt turns into a cross bag. Oh. So the belt turns into a cross bag? Okay, that's pretty cool. What are my thoughts on GAVV so far? It's fucking peak. It's fucking peak. I don't know what you guys want me to say. It's good. It's good. Yo, what is up, Jose? How are you doing? This show the show should have only 3 writers again. Nah, this is a Yuya Takahashi show, probably. It's going to have like multiple freaking writers. It's the villains that are the issue with Komura makes the season so half-baked. I can get what you mean by the villains being underwhelming, but I felt like Suga in the beginning, oh my goodness, best villain in the beginning. But like, I can see what you mean with the stomachs for sure. Suga definitely did have so much promise going into it. Kabuto is annoying, but slaps. Okay, now you're giving me, you're making me want to check out Kabuto a lot. Yo, what is up, Yugi Joe? Oh my gosh. Could barely say your name. Yo, thank you so much, Quinn. So how will the extension work for the belt? Let me try to find it. I don't know a lot of what's going on with the Zeztz right now. I'm kind of just gonna learn as we go. Oh yeah, it definitely gives off a lot of Ichigo vibes. I mean, the bike right here. Let me switch scenes. Hopefully my scenes are all set up. Of course they're not, of course none of my scenes are set. Maybe, oh, there they are. Okay, my scenes are set. Hopefully this is the right screen. Yes, it is. It's been a hot minute since I've gone live, guys, so please bear with me. Zeztz gives off the colors of each. Oh, I already read that. But yeah, like you can see his belt, right? Or not his belt, his bike and all of that right here. So he's definitely got like a Ichigo style bike. So I wonder if this whole series is just going to be a homage to, Ichigo in general, or if it's going to be multiple different eras of Rider. I just learned that actually there's a lot of Heisei references in this trailer. So we'll give the trailer a watch in just a second and all of that. I just got to find the trailer and all that. So bear with me, guys. Would you be worried about the potential of it being international, such as censorship, moderation? I'm gonna be honest. I think that we should be fine. I mean, Geats was sent out to the world. It's being sent to China, which has literally probably one of the worst censorship laws. So I think we're fine. Obviously, there probably will be a little bit more censorship because of that, but I don't think it's gonna be that bad. Dreams and ninjas? How the heck are they gonna put ninjas in this? You know what? It's Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider does some weird shit. Maybe nightmares. Nightmares are definitely going to be in it though. 100%. You heard the gimmick is going to be Rider capsules. Okay, if it's like Zeo, but like Rider capsules, I'm going to go broke. Toei. Or I guess I should say Bandai. I'm going to go broke. No need to overwhelming large cast. I do hope that we get a female writer. in this. 100%. Zeztz will have a secret organization like Zect and Kabuto and Smart Brain and Vice. Okay, I'm down with that. Dang. We're seeing the signs with the new Kamen Rider. He's cool. Apparently, from the rumors, by the way, that looks so off. Okay, I'll have to fix that later off stream, but that's not something that we got to worry about right now. Where was I? Apparently, the second rider is going to be similar to how Valvrad was. So I wonder how they're going to approach that. I know that he's going to be similar to that, and apparently he's not going to do his Kamen Rider debut until December. So I wonder if there will be a rivalry between him and ZEZT'S. But given that this is a Takahashi show, it's kind of interesting because he normally likes to start out with like 3 to 4 writers. I mean, X-Aid, you had, X-Aid, Brave, and Snipe in like the first 10 episodes. Geets, literally by the second episode, we had the full cast. And then 01, I think by like episode 6, we had like, 5 writers already. So, again, with him, I don't really believe that what is the word? I don't believe that he's going to only have 2 writers. I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked though. They also ended up making some, I gotcha. Does it look like Kamen Rider Beyond from Beyond Generations? I do agree. I wonder if they took some inspirations from that. But I can definitely see what you're saying with that. It's glowing like Fies. I could get what you mean. It reminds you of Centuries. Maybe I don't know if it's a repaint. I don't think it's a repaint. The trailer references Hey Save. Yep. Mirrors Ryuki. Okay, I gotta find this trailer. We gotta watch this trailer. Because I watched the trailer already. Will it let me watch the trailer? Or is it blocked? Okay.
Tradition. History.
Okay, let me rewind this.
Tradition. History. Pride.
I love the fact that they got the bike right there. I love the fact that they got this bike. I love it. Okay, where are the Ryuki references?
Struggle.
Is this right here the mirror world? Is that referencing the mirror world? Okay, that's kind of cool if that is. The moon over here. Oh, that's supposed to be Kiva? And then the desert. Where's the desert? Where's the desert? Is it like during the middle of the shot? Where is it? Is it like a split second thing? I think it's a split second thing.
Pride.
Has to be.
Struggle. Reflection. Courage.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna be a spy. Oh, that's Ghost. Could this be like Gaim? Helheim? There's Deno. Okay, I can see what you mean. Let me try to find where I was. If Zeztz gets a sword, he will wear it on his back. Okay, that's pretty cool. I should watch Kabuto. I'll add it to my list. Maybe it will be the next Rider series I watch. Maybe. The promo trailer they released for it. Yeah, it's a good trailer. With villain concept, something like Boon Boonger. Darker but creepy, like the Bat. I haven't seen Batman 2004, so I can't really speak on that. The reveal bell. Rumors say if GAVV is colorful but ZEZT'S is dark, I'd be down with that. Ichigo vibes. Oh yeah, 100%. I have seen Spider-Man 2099. If you're talking about the Spider-Man movie with Across the Spider-Verse, and then I've had to do some comic stuff for work, so I know of 2099. Yes, Toei is on the right track with distribution, by the way. I love the fact that they have distribution. There's a pretty heroine who works in the same organization with Zeztz. Where are y'all getting this information? Holy crap. Where are y'all getting this information from? Is there just like random leakers right now going on Twitter? Secondary writer is someone who's trapped in the dream for a while. Okay, if that's the case, I wonder if it's like a writer who's like in the dream world, and he's once he gets out of the dream, he'll become a Kamen Rider, but he's going to be like a Kamen Warrior. I don't know. With the dreams ninja idea, I wonder if the story is like Geats with the multiple writers. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be similar to Geats 100%. Writer belt fits more. Oh yeah, 100%. It sounds like a Nokia aesthetic ringtone. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I wonder if it's bullet as. You wonder if it's as bulletproof as a Nokia phone. Oh my gosh. It's not confirmed as Takahashi. It's just rumored. I mean, Takahashi does come back every 3 years, so yeah. Okay, I actually wonder, are they going to put this on Crunchyroll, or are they going to put it on like Hulu, YouTube? Where are they about to put this thing? Because if it's on YouTube, oh my god, the search terms are going to be horrible for any content creator covering Kamen Rider. By the way, just an FYI, for any content creators, it's going to be horrible to look up anything with Kamen Rider. I am right there with you, Abano. I was just about to go to sleep. I was literally going to record my reaction for Shinken Red, and then Toei decided to keep me up tonight. So here I am, you know. With one of the Kamen Riders is your favorite, your specialty is GAVV and 01 Zio. I like pretty much Geats. I like a lot of riders, man. I can't list off them all. Let me put on the music again, guys, because I'm not really talking. We're not really playing around with the trailer anymore. You think the background of the shows are AI generated? This 100% is. This definitely is. Do I think it will be darker? I mean, GAVV was pretty dark, I would say. It wasn't aesthetically dark, but in show, like behind the curtains, it was 100% darker. But do I think ZEZT'S is going to be darker? It could. It could. Given that it's a Takahashi series, supposedly a Takahashi series, I should say. Rumored to be one. I would say yeah. I would say yeah. Geats was inherently dark. 01, it had dark aspects. Xaid, inherently dark. Not fully dark. It had the video game aesthetic behind it, which made it more bright and colorful and all of that. But definitely would say I see Takahashi having a dark theme going on with the shows. But yeah, if it's Takahashi as the writer, you found appreciation for his villains that are active, cunning, and don't feel disconnected from everything. I would say the only villain that I felt like he really had where they felt very disconnected would maybe be Gem, but even then, Gem was in the later Pirates of Xaid, and then Gem has the whole, like, all of his side series and all of that. So even then, yeah. That's what they used in Kingoger. Oh yeah, the green screen and all that. It reminds you of Marvel suits. I could see that. She will look like Sumuri, Izu, and Asuna. I wouldn't be mad with it, but I want a female writer. Revive season 2. I hope it's not. I'm not gonna lie. I don't want this to be an anniversary season. I wouldn't be opposed to it being an anniversary season, but I don't want it to be an anniversary season. Second writer in Zeztz will look like glowing Kaiza. Okay, what does Kaiza looks like? Because I have not seen Fies. What does Kaiza? I could vibe with it. I know that he's supposed to have like Kamen Rider Double Extreme. I know that he's basically supposed to be like an orange and black version of this. that in like the middle is supposed to be fully black and everything. So I know that he's supposed to look like that. I know that I saw the mock-up of it, but yeah, this is supposedly what the secondary writer is supposed to look like. Similar to Cyclone Joker Extreme. Man, I gotta go and watch the Double movie, by the way. Should I do a review for it? The Double movie? Futo PI? Spider-Man meets Decade? I don't know about that, but okay. Be down for it. You hope Zeztz will have a fun driver to play with. I will admit, the past two drivers have been kind of boring, especially the Gotcha driver. I think the Gotcha driver is literally just a brick. Like, I love the idea of the collection and all of that, by the way. Like, collecting the cards and all of that, but, like, the driver itself is literally just a brick. I've thought about just putting it on the shelf over here, taking it off of that, and putting the Nadeshiko driver on there. The GAVV driver, I just wish that it had more going on. Like, I don't hate it. Yeah, I don't hate it as much as the Gotcha driver. So I'm really just hoping that the Zetsu driver is at least fun to play with. No more questions if this is an anniversary rider. If we get a badass female villain, I hope we get a badass female villain. I'd be down for that. Why is bro aura farming? Bro, if he is going to be like A's, oh my goodness, we are in for a treat. What do I think of the suit? I'm not vibing with it. I initial thoughts, I will probably have to watch it in action. That is how I was with, what was it? It was one of the seasons. That was how I was with O's. That's how I was with O's. I had to see O's in action. Same with Saber. I had to see Saber in action. I still don't like Saber. But yeah. Those are two of the suits that I was like, I have to see these in action to fully vibe with them. I love O's, by the way. O's is a phenomenal series. Phenomenal. If Gin Urabuchi will be writing Zetsu, it would be insane. I doubt that will happen just because of what Gin Urabuchi is currently working on. I believe he has a movie that was literally just revealed. I think it was like Planes or something. So, yeah, I think it's going to be similar to Wizard, which, listen, Wizard, I know some people like Wizard. No. Wizard, it has good episodes. Don't get me wrong. But they fumbled 100%. Coming off of Wizard, O's, and Double, and then going to Forze, or not Forze, Wizard, huge fumble. Still don't hate the series. It's just not my favorite, you know. You do love Takahashi's villains. He made Baroba powerful and cool. I do like Baroba. Baroba is one of my favorite Yeats villains. I love how they work, how Takahashi did Baroba so much. And the fact that she keeps on coming back for side material is, oh my goodness. Love it. He might be onto something. You are my go-to guy for Toku reviews. Have you considered making reviews and long-form videos? I'm going to be honest, the only reason why I haven't been doing long-form reviews is because I see the views on them, and I know it shouldn't be about the views and all of that, but it's just like, if I can put more effort into short-form content than going and doing long-form reviews, it's going to be better for me in the long run. And I only have like 2 days that I can really work on content and all that. So it would be amazing if I could, you know, go and do this part-time, full-time or something like that. But I have a full-time job. I am a full-time editor for a YouTube channel. I basically get up in the morning, have to go to the workout for a bit, have to take my dog on a walk. And then I go and work for like 8 hours, you know, scroll through Twitter a little bit because, you know, I'm chronically online. And then I sit here for 2 hours and I script videos. I've basically got a script done. I just have not gotten the chance to fully record it. I would love to eventually hire on an editor. I just don't make enough off of YouTube to qualify for an editor currently right now that I want. Because I am very, very picky. I am a picky person when it comes to editing. And then I've also been having mic issues, so like, I know my mic doesn't sound bad now. I literally just got it fixed and all that. Hopefully I got it fixed and all that. But yeah, I just right now long form just isn't for me. I don't think I really even want to mess with Toei with copyright and all that either. I would rather just make long form videos going over series that I like, talking about explaining stuff, and like I'll basically just leak the next video that I'm working on. It's going to be one that is going to be very intense. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, wow, this is a long video. It's about, I think, 7 or 8 pages. Yo, thank you so much, Robert, for the subscription. Thank you so much. But I am basically going to be explaining every single Sentai series, and why they are titled that, giving the backstory and everything. It's a long video. It's going to take a long time to work on it. It's been like 2 to 3 weeks of research, guys. So yeah, I know that's a huge leak right there, but yeah. But anyways, let me get back on track. Let me get back to Zeztz. Let me look at this and all of that. You don't mind if Takahashi comes back, but for later shows. You were watching fireworks late this weekend. Go inside. That's not exactly. Literally, just you go in, like, you go out for just a little bit, and then Zetsu just fucking drops, you know. How do you guys think he's going to be Henshining? I don't know, man. I'm interested. The leakers are there's leakers. Oh shoot, I gotta find all the leaks, man. Give me just a second, guys. There's at least one person who spoiled GAVV's plot all the way back in February. I mean, it's just people getting away with it. I mean, it's gonna happen. I mean, I'm pretty sure Gottschalk's ending was leaked. I'm pretty sure Geetz's ending was leaked. I mean, yeah. So Zetsu's gonna have homages and references to other Kamen Rider series. Oh, this is the 55th anniversary? Damn. Wait. Hold up, guys. Hold up. Are you telling me that Revice is fucking 5 years old now? Or I guess Saber at this point? Saber is going to be 5 years old now. Bro, to put this into context, I started watching Rider whenever Revice was airing. So the fact that we've basically gone 5 years almost since then is just insane. Insane to me. Insane. Which rider based on personality might you count as your spirit animal? That's a bloated fucking question. Holy shit. Definitely not Ace. I can tell you guys that. Ace is not my spirit animal. 100% not. I'm too much of a nerd to be Ace, man. I wouldn't say I'm a gamer, so not Imu. Maybe it definitely wouldn't be Aruto. It wouldn't be Aruto. I would say Shotaro. I really would say Shotaro is just like, that's why I fell in love with Double. I really vibed with Shotaro, and of course I liked Philip, but Shotaro, I felt really connected to him. So yeah. Zeztz is not a grasshopper, he's just a modern rider. Okay. 40th series, not 50th anniversary. Oh, okay. 40th series, damn. And he's technically the 41st main rider, I guess. You don't know how you feel about the Zetsu suit? I'll be honest, it's aight. It's not my favorite suit. Definitely the weakest out of the REIWA riders. I think it's out of all the REIWA riders so far, this is the least hype I have been for a rider series. So, what if it ends up like Geats, but the battlefields are different Kamen Rider timelines? I feel like that would be interesting, but I feel like it would be too similar to Zeo. People are saying that X8 is dark, but honestly, the second arc was dark. Yeah, exactly. It really is. X8 was only dark for like the second half. The first half, I will say, well, no, because you had the Christmas episode. It was still, it was still dark. Okay, I gotta pull up an actual good image of Zetsu. I think there's a good image. That's a good image, guys. Using powers of different Kamen Riders. Okay, I actually want to look at the transformation device. Does Ben have any information? I hope I do not click on this and there is some fucking weird ass shit, Of course, there's already weird ass shit. I got fucking Shadow fucking hanging himself. Let me find Ben. Let me find Ben's post. Is that Ben? No. I want Ben's account. Okay. Gaim was dark behind. That was Gaim. GAVV was basically Gaim. Do you think the big rock in the desert is I don't know what that word is. Maybe Australia might come up. Nah. I think that's a reference to Ditto. 100%. Yo, thank you so much for the subscription. Stratos Decimo. I don't know how to say that word name. I'm sorry. I probably butchered the shit out of that. You doubt any of these shots? Oh yeah, these shots are not going to be in the show. I will be shocked if it was in a different show, or if those were in the shows, Is Gojuger from a separate universe? I guess, yeah. I guess it would be in a separate universe. We can confirm that they're in a separate world compared to other Sentais. Technically, every Sentai is in their own universe. Same with Kamen Rider. And they only interact when they need to. That is canon in Kamen Rider Geo. I would be down with Grin Urabuchi, Yuya, and I don't know who the last person is. Can you let me know who that is? I mean, I guess I could just look it up. Shogomuto. Who is this? What did they write? Oh, the guy who did Build? Bro, if we had those three, it's over. Game over, you know. If this man came back, everybody would be singing their fucking praises. Just saying. Oh my goodness. But I do think Yuya is just the best option. I mean, bro could literally just connect this immediately into Outsiders or Outsiders Season 2. They could end off Zetsu. Outsiders. Zetsu. But yeah. Anniversary seasons and Tokusatsu feel oversaturated. I would feel like Gojuger's dealing anniversary pretty well. I mean, it's built its own universe using just the Reds. I mean, it's making it pretty interesting. I wouldn't say it's horrible. It's definitely interesting, and I love watching Gojuger. It's probably going to end up being my favorite Sentai, just because of, you know, everything that's going on in the show. Yo, thank you for the subscription, Kamen Rider Ray Shadows. Thank you so much for the subscription, man. I think you think Yuya is better off. Yeah, definitely. Nice to see that Toei is doing something today. The suit, yeah, exactly. I have mixed feelings on the suit. I feel like I'm just repeating myself, but yeah, I think that they need to cook with the auxiliaries 100%. You have not seen Double? Bro, you gotta go and watch Double. Double is so good. Top 5 series is 100%. I do wish that we did have the tiger suit, man. Like, having a tiger-like suit would have just been peak. I agree. The organization might be like Blade. I need to go and watch Neo Heisei, or not Neo Heisei, pre-Heisei and all of that. I need to go and watch that. You got behind the Caught Sharp driver. It's just too due to simplicity. Yeah, it's just a brick. Yeah, it is. Mostly have female writers. Yep. What do you think you'll be watching next after the series I'm watching? Well, right now I'm watching Go Busters. Fucking loving Go Busters. I'm loving Go Busters. Loving it. I'll probably put out a tweet. I have like 3 or 4 series I have in mind. Kabuto's one. I know that I'm not going to watch another Sentai. At least not for the next series that I'm going to be watching, because I've watched, this is horrible of me to do. I've watched Nin Ninja. Fucking hate Nin Ninja. Fuck that show. It has good episodes. Like, good episode ideas. But, oh my goodness. The plot is so bad. I watched Zoojer after that, because it was, like, right next to it. I was like, might as well. I like Zoojer. Zoojer was okay. It's not, you know, I think that they flopped a little bit, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible, you know. And then I decided to watch Shinkenger. Peak season. Amazing. Love Shinkenger. Probably won't make a video on it, but I want to do a full, you know, breakdown of it. I want to talk about it in full. And then now I'm watching Go Busters. Loving Go Busters. Coincidentally, it's written by the same writer, so I'm basically getting the same story, or similar vibes a lot. Not the same story, but similar vibes. But I will probably just end up putting a tweet out on Twitter in like the next 2 weeks, because I watch it when I work out and all that. So, but yeah, second writer in ZEZT'S is actually a female assassin, bro. If that is the case, that's going to be amazing. I'm not even lying. So if you wonder if Kamen Rider Zeztz loses a nightmare monster, emerges into the reality and invades, yep, that's what I believe. I think it's going to be acting similar to how Wizard was with the Phantoms. Because I believe that happens in Wizard. I believe that happened in Wizard. Do I think the secondary rider could be based off of Nego? No. No, because we already have leaks. We have a leaked design of it. Well, it's not a leaked design, it's just a leaked idea of what it is and what it's supposedly going to look like. But your love for Gojuger is perfect. I mean, I like anniversaries a little bit. I didn't particularly like how Zyuohger did its anniversary, but I think it still did a pretty good job. What do I want Zetsu personality to be like? I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I kind of want a serious writer. Like, I liked how Shoma was oblivious, but he wasn't too oblivious. I don't want another Hotaro. I love Hotaro for who he was, but I don't want another Hotaro. Like, that was painful. Like, Hotaro is a fucking dumbass. But he had Valvrad, who was actually competent, but they made him look like he wasn't competent. I love Hotaro, like I said. But oh my god. The other characters are so much more interesting than him. I'm going to say, by the way, TMT, I love Wizard. I just don't like certain aspects of it. I think it's an okay series. Like, it's not blowing anybody away. Just saying. Twitter is your second home. Bro, I feel that on a spiritual level. When are we talking about a certain colorful bunch? Whenever I get the time, man. Akiba Ranger and Dino Force Brave. You're talking about that video. I know I'm definitely going to bring up Akiba Ranger. Dino Force Brave, I feel like I got to. I feel like I'm going to have to talk about, like, fan ones. Like, do y'all want me to cover fan ones in there? I could try. I'm not familiar with all these fan sentais and all of that. But yeah. Mighty Guardian reaction. I am not going to react to Mighty Guardian right now. Because I'm going to be honest. I don't want to catch a copyright. Because I don't know how they are with copyright. I know how Toei is, and I'm not wanting to catch a copyright from Toei, let alone a Vietnam organization. So I don't know how their copyright system works. If it's anything similar to how Japan is, I don't want to touch it. There are forum leaks. There's one. There was one that was like from a couple of days, but that was like fake and all of that. But yeah, where do I live? I live in the US. Where else? Oh, you asked, where else are you live? I am only live on YouTube. I would stream on other platforms, but I don't particularly like Twitch and all of that. So, but yeah, Jesus, I am so behind. Let me just speed run through these. Yeah, I am going to skim through some of these. I'm trying to look at every single comment, by the way, guys. But yeah, I got way too many people in here, guys. I'm sorry. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, but to be fair, Sogo is somewhat childish. Yeah, I can agree with that. You hope that Jeep dies by Shoma's hands. I feel like it would be perfect for Shoma to kill him. Yeah. Where are these comments he's reading? I'm scrolling through, man. I'm sorry. I'm scrolling through, man. Yeah. Let me change this. Sorry, guys. Where is the shot? Where's the correct shot, guys? There we go. There's a good shot. I'm sorry, guys. Is there a shot where he's on the building? Where is he? Where is he? Oh. Sorry, guys. Give me just a second. Trying to find this shot. Ah, here we go.
Courage.
Crap.
Struggle. Reflection.
There we go. Aura farming right there. Aura farming. That's Visor reminds you of Dawn Brothers. Yeah, for sure. Have I watched Tokusatsu? Yeah, I made a whole video on it. Even King Gojo dropped some. Dawn Brothers is still awesome. Do you prefer tech theme or bio theme? I'm on the. It depends, really. Like, I like tech theme. Mighty Guardian isn't too strict. Okay, that's a relieving. No, it's all good, Nix. It's all good. It's all good. I just was trying to read every single comment, and I just physically could not do that because of my dyslexic ass. And then I'm also just a rambler when I'm just off the script and everything. So it's all good, man. It's all good. But, bro, I definitely think this guy is going to be a very serious writer, just based off the trailer. I think it's going to be similar to Ace a lot. I mean, Ace worked so well for them. I mean, literally, bro was aura farming in the first episode, and people just went nuts. So I wouldn't be shocked if they tell Takahashi to basically go and, you know, make another Ace and make him badass and make him a spy. I mean, he's also a spy. I can just look at it, and I can tell that this guy's a spy. Have I seen Ultraman Omega's first episode? Yep, I made a whole review on it. I love Ultraman Omega. I'm definitely going to be checking out the rest of it. Definitely, I'm not going to be live streaming it because, well, copyright, obviously. Maybe I'll stream on, like, I don't know how Twitch is with copyright and all that. Obviously, I don't want to play with Twitch and their copyright system because Twitch right now is... I don't want to get in that because... I'm talking about Kamen Rider Zeztz, but that's a whole other issue. Wait, I think I just got something. Give me just a second, guys. We got some information, man. Oh, yeah. Shocking no one. Takahashi's new show, Kamen Rider Zeztz, uses generative AI in the trailer. No way. No way. I knew he was going to do this, man. I knew he was going to do it. I mean, it's Takahashi. He had a whole series talking about how wonderful, you know, AI is and how AI is bad. And yeah. But no, I definitely, I think that it's, man, he really did use AI. Toei, man. Toei talking about how they use an AI in Gojuger, and then they drop this trailer using AI, bro. Come on, Toei. You can't be doing this. I mean, I'm not mad, by the way, guys. It was going to happen. Big company using AI. Gonna happen. Did I see Girls Remix? I did. I loved Girls Remix. I can't wait for the next part, but yeah, I loved it. You're super hyped about the release. It's your first Rider series. GAVV was your first, but this will be your first series. I get what you mean, man. What the fuck is Picarto? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Yeah, exactly. I'm not surprised that there's AI, guys. I'm not surprised. Like, I could tell that from a mile away. It still looks badass. Like, bro, that shot right there, that's cinema. Cinema, man. I don't care that it's AI. It looks good. Obviously, I'm not a big fan of AI and everything, but that's a pretty sick shot. I mean, they definitely did. They used it as a tool to create something new. So I vibe with it. I vibe with it. I have not actually mentioned this, guys. Forgot to mention this. Zetsu is going to be a global release, which is absolutely insane, guys. Because that means that with this, there's going to be more people getting into the Kamen Rider fandom, which is amazing because, you know, Geats already did a lot. Imagine what this series is going to do with gorgeous looking suit. Like, well, not gorgeous looking suit, but gorgeous looking aesthetically, with the trailer and all of that. The suit leaves a lot to be desired, but this does also allow for other seasons to be put up on YouTube. Like, I would love to see GAVV on, yeah, I would love to see GAVV on YouTube and all of that. But yeah, global release besides the UK, yeah, that sucks. But thankfully, I mean, hopefully it should work with the UK and all of that. Okay, that brings Dylan, you bring up an interesting question. Now will the toys come to the US? We already have them on Amazon. We have them on Amazon. But they are delayed. Do I think that they will release them in stores? Like at Walmart? No. Are they going to release them at like Toys R Us or something like that? No. I think what it's going to be is maybe at like your local hobby shops. Like, is this an actual store for some people, by the way? I'm going to name this store Hobby Town. Is that an actual like store for people, or is it just like a local thing for me? Because I would think that hobby shops would have those toys easily, and they could probably buy them and all of that. So, but yeah. Oh, Ben just said some shit. Awesome. But possibility for the toys to come in easier, maybe not have a full-on, you know, tax and everything. Like, I know that they're a bit more expensive, obviously, in on Amazon and all that, but yeah. I don't think Hobby Lobby, no, not a Hobby Lobby. No, like, this is Hobby Town. Like, it's a whole different store. But yeah, local stuff. I mean, this is a huge. I would prefer it if it was like if they would have told us where we could watch it and all that. I would love if it was on Crunchyroll or something like that, because Crunchyroll would literally be the best option for them to release it and all of that. But I don't really believe that they'll do it on Crunchyroll. I think it's going to be through YouTube. I mean, that's literally the most accessible, and it's easier to prevent copy, or is it copyright? Pirating is the correct word. That's the correct word. 100%. But yeah, that's literally the best way to do it, is just do it through YouTube. That's how they release the trailer. Maybe they can make a Kamen Rider global account. Was this released on? Oh, it was released on Toei Tokusatsu, man. So, yeah. Disney, Hulu? I don't know. Yo, thank you for the Whoa, Drift. Thank you for the super chat. Let me read your message. Can I pull it up? Yo, thank you so much for the super chat. Let me pull it up, man. On the side. Zed sitting on the building like he's Spider-Man. Bro, he kind of does look like he's sitting on the building. Yo, thank you so much for the 5, I believe that's Canadian dollars. Thank you so much for the Canadian dollars. 5 Canadian dollars. Lost my train of thought. GameStop at best, or there's Japanese stores. Okay, I went to a Japanese store. Not a Japan. I guess it's a Japanese store. It was an Asian market that sells like what are they called? Gachapons. They had gachapons. Would y'all be down with me going like up there one day and doing like a live stream there? Maybe not a live stream, but like doing a video and all of that. Let me catch that up. Competing with Michaels and stuff. Oh, okay. The Dream World Fighter thing is going to be, yeah, exactly. Disney and Hulu, I don't see it. I don't see it going on Disney or Hulu. Naya uploaders need to hurry up. I can't keep dodging Gojo and GAVV post on Twitter. I'm going to be honest. It's probably not going to be up until like 2 a.m. my time, at least. Hobby Town sells a lot of model kits. Okay, so like, I know that they had like, I have a Deno kit. Or no, I have a Deno figure. It wasn't a kit. I have a skull stuff. Yes, go do it, and you would watch that. I'll go up there sometime within the next month, and I'll do like a Kamen Rider, Tokusatsu. They have Ultraman stuff and all of that. I got Shin Kamen Rider stuff from there too. So I'll definitely do a video or a short on it. You need to start buying collectibles. What specifically should you look for? I'm not gonna lie. If you're looking for collectibles, oh, apparently we have a story summary. That's what I'm getting. I've gotten word of a story summary, guys. Is there a Twitter link for it? Let me open it up on a notepad. So, my source, definitely not in the chat, by the way. They're definitely not in the chat, guys. So, apparently, Zetsu is going to be in a world shaped by dreams we see in our sleep. So, Zeztz enters people's dreams as an agent on a mission. So, spy theme. So it's going to be similar to Go Busters and all of that. And it also is going to take the aspect of Wizard going into the dream world and all of that. Equipped with a cutting-edge rider belt worn across the chest, Zeztz brings a bold new form to the battle. Well, I can tell you, it's not really a new form because I've seen this design 4 or 5 times already, if not more. But yeah, Dream World. So it's definitely going to be similar to Wizard, like I've said. It's going to have Ichigo vibes and all of that. But the more I look at this guy, I'm not going to lie, guys, it's kind of growing on me. Like, bro looks like he's aura farming. I'm vibing with it the more I look at it. Final form is going to be Dream World, Fisher Kingdom-esque. Oh, I see what you're putting down. You still see the shadow of in my room. That was my dog. Is this the right screen? Oh, y'all can't see her. Y'all can't see her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to pick up the dog. Hopefully she's not gonna be mean. Oh, come here. No. Oh. Here she is. Oh, yeah. It's my dog. No, I think it's growing on me. It's definitely growing on me. Yeah, exactly. They're using AI. It makes sense because dreams and all of that. But lucid dreams. I would love the idea of having someone having a lucid dream. Bro, that would be crazy. Yep, dog. Detective Fudo. Where's the baby? I just put her down. She's sleeping. Well, she was. It's giving Kamen Rider Sentry. Yeah, I can see it. Bro looks like he would turn dramatically towards the camera from a giant explosion. Bro, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. Watch he parkour. I expect that there's going to be a lot of, well, not references to Go Busters. But I could see them having a crossover. Imagine this. Imagine this, chat. A Go Busters Zetsu crossover. Imagine. Imagine. Isn't it the 15th anniversary too? Correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me. The main villain is the boogeyman, bruh. Lucid Dream more likely to be its own riser. Oh, bro, imagine if it's that would be a cool rider for him. A villain rider based off of Lucid Dreams. Bro, cinema. What do we think about the white screen at the end of the trailer? Is it that him breaking the dream or something, because that one black line stays from the previous background? Are you talking about this shot? Yeah, I'm interested in this. Very interested with this shot. After Zetsu is the 55th, I wouldn't be surprised if they decided to put, anniversary themes into this and then carry over the anniversary season into the Kamen Rider season after this. The picture in the background looks like New York. Yeah, I could agree. All the monsters will be Freddy Krueger. Nah, they won't do that. I don't think they will. I don't think they're gonna be Freddy Krueger style. Well, apparently, so there hasn't been any filming stuff, and they've been filming this since I think it's been since March. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, they've been filming this since March, so I personally I don't think the budget is going to be crazy. I mean, might be. What is that comment? But yeah, they've been filming this since March. I really don't see the budget being crazy. I think they're just gonna have more time to work on and all that. And then they also have to worry about censorship laws with China and all of that. So yeah. But I think that it's going to be similar to King Oger, where most of it's going to be shot on green screen, which is interesting that they chose a green rider of all things, which I guess they're just going to use a blue screen. But interesting that it's going to be green. It would make sense that he's going on missions into dreams to save people. He has to go into the machine to or something to do this. The rider system would allow him to survive in the dream. I have not seen Ryuki, so I don't really know what you're talking about with Ryuki version 2, but I like the idea. I do like this shot, but yeah, the studio lights definitely taking me out. March this year. Yeah, they've been filming this since March, so they can put a whole 50 episode series in a few months. No. Like, they're probably... Where was GAVV around this time? I think they were like at least at like filming with Vram at least by now. So, yeah. Just put that into perspective of where they're at. I'm going to catch some Zet. Y'all need to chill with the fucking memes. So what's the gimmick? Oh, let's talk about the gimmick for a bit. Because I noticed something. Well, I guess Ben noticed something. I didn't really notice it. But this is the gimmick. And it looks like the gimmick is going to involve a rider capsule. So let's translate this post. I know you guys can't see it. I'll read the translation. Oh, bro. Can I? Oh, there. Y'all can read it too. Okay. So rider capsule. Zeztz driver turn to transform. So I imagine he just goes and does this and it turns it. Okay, so the Zeztz driver rotates and then spins it. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's similar to a Pokeball. Wouldn't say that. We don't know that fully. It would be cool though if it's similar to a Pokeball. It's a Pokemon? Oh, that's cool. So I wonder if they're going to keep on going with the whole sentient creature type of deal. Like with the Gochizos and the Kimmies and all of that. Very interesting. Right? Very interesting. Yeah, it's basically a gachapon. Sometimes it makes sense. Speaking of Disney, I got a yellow screen. I don't know how that would work. GAVV was about 20. Oh, damn. That's kind of crazy. The gimmick is very cute. Can't wait to see Kamen Rider pixel art. Okay, I actually think that would be adorable to see. Like, imagine you see the pixel art for all the legendary riders. I really, honestly, now I'm kind of hoping that the legend riders are, like, this is a legend rider show where basically their suits are going to be based off of previous riders. Especially given that they have pixel capsule art, which I just, oh man, that would just look amazing. Just saying. Yeah, it's gonna be rolling. They're being bold, making this rider the international one. I mean, these types of machine capsules aren't very popular in other countries. Gachapon would be very pretty unknown overseas. You like the gimmick? I mean, everybody knows what a gachapon series is, like what a gachapon is. I mean, it's not a really hard concept in the end of everything. You know, at the end of the day, it's not a hard concept. It's just, you know, a little toy inside. But yeah, I get what you mean. Like, it's fairly unknown. No kid's gonna be, you know, knowing what this thing is, but I still think it's cool. Technically, anything can show up inside the dream world. Okay, Chad, do y'all think that we're going to be getting a GAVV Zetsu movie? Because I don't. I'm not holding my breath. What would be shocking, though, is if they start pulling what Sentai does, where they have the movie being after both shows are completed. And honestly, I would prefer that. I'm not even going to lie. Because, going to be honest, wouldn't mind it because that's how Sentai works. And I always enjoy a Sentai movie. You get the most powerful forms that the riders will get. Both riders are you know, OP as shit. Now you gotta nerf both the writers, and you get to see both writers interact. Hopefully the cast interact and all of that. Just saying, I would love it. It's gonna be a weird one. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. His design looks like a Showa rider. I think it looks like a Western hero. The last Legend Rider gimmick was Ghost, right? No. The last Legend Rider gimmick would have been technically Gotchard, if you want to count Legend. But I guess the next in line would have been Revice. But yeah. Let me try to catch up. You wonder where their models came from? I can guarantee you they came from the toy listing. Unless there's a self-trained model, fine-tuned for the aesthetics. I guarantee you that's what it's going to be. I mean, they normally are really good. I mean, Toei's not going to not use a self-trained model. They're just not. Gachapon used to be very... I forgot what I was saying. Moving topics, I guess. Is anyone excited for the new Wants to Be a Kamen Rider series? I am. I watched the trailer and I was freaking out, and I was freaking out over Zetsu. And then I saw that trailer and I was like, oh my god, I'm having Kamen Rider overload, you know? Yeah, let me go ahead and show the Kamen Rider again, guys, because let me go back to that aura farming shot. Let me go back to that. Look at my boy. He's aura farming. But yeah. I really am excited. I'll definitely be trying to review that, by the way. I just don't know when it comes out. I think it comes out next season. So I'll definitely be reviewing that. I need to watch some Showa series, though. So maybe I'll watch the original Rider while I'm going to bed and all of that. You're still waiting to see if they do a GAVV Gotchard movie. Yo, I would love to see that, but I highly doubt it. I would love it, but I highly doubt that they're going to do it because they specifically said that they're not going to be doing winter movies. But that doesn't cross over the fact that they won't do a crossover movie, you know. But I would love to see a GAVV Gotchard movie, but the only way they will do it is if they do it as a V cinema, I feel. Dojima wants to be a Kamen Rider. Yes, I do want to see that. Yo, by the way, Gotcha-chan, thank you so much for the subscription. It's much appreciated. You can see the season being very reminiscent of Saber style-wise. Well, I don't think we're going to be having the same action director, I'm going to be honest, as GAVV, just because the current one of was the Geats guy, which, bro, the Geats action, cinema. Same with GAVV. I love the GAVV fights. Geats fights are legendary, but maybe we'll get him. It would be insane if we did. I just don't see it though. His design does look very modern, take on Showa suits. It's very Revice looking. Oh yeah, the leak literally said that it looks like, I think it was Thunder Gale. No, it's not Thunder Gale. Which one was it? Was it 01? The 01 form that they said it looked like? And lo and behold, it literally looks like the 01 form. So the way you said Toei almost, oh my god. Bruh. You're making your friends watch the new Kamen Rider anime alongside Zetsu. You will indoctrinate them. Bro, I wish. Ever buy a SIC figure? I have not. I have not seen. I have not. What are the? What are they? What do they look like? Oh, the Tamashii Nation ones? No, but I want to get one of them. I want to get one of them. Really freaking bad. I really want to get one of those. Managed to get 4 or 5 people into Tokusatsu. Well, I've gotten a bunch of people into Tokusatsu just by, you know, launching it on my YouTube channel. I'm doing, you know, I'm doing the work. Just saying. Just kidding, obviously. Obviously. You and your fellow friends are Avatar creators and are going to watch episode 1. Oh, dang. That's awesome. REIWA Rider Generations Forever. Bro, I am saying whenever that happens, it's going to be the best day ever because I have been waiting for that. Bro, I need that. I need that in my veins now. And actually, I would expect them to do it with the 10th REIWA Rider, but maybe with this one, maybe for the 55th anniversary. Who knows? Geets, yeah, Geets and GAVV both have great fights. Okay, so it was the 01. Very nostalgic, yeah. Revice Century 01, yeah. You got your friend to watch GAVV and nice, bro. GAVV is like, if I were to recommend a series now to a newbie, I would just recommend them GAVV. Like it's so, like when you get into it, you're just like, oh, this is gonna be childlike, and then it just from episode 1 to like the next episode, it's just a complete tonal shift, which is amazing. Even in the first episode, you get a tonal shift. You hope this season goes light on the retools. GAVV had a bunch of them. Yeah, I can agree with that. GAVV did have a lot of retools, which I didn't really appreciate, especially with Bitter GAVV and Hanto. Sometimes I can't crash out. Get overload. Yeah. He started watching Magi Ranger because of Mystic Force is his favorite Power Ranger. Okay, guys, I'm going to be honest. I have never watched Power Rangers. What's a good Power Ranger season to watch? I've thought about doing SBD just because it's the 25th anniversary and doing a video about it. We're not even talking about Zetsu, guys. We're just talking about Kamen Rider. Or we're talking about Power Rangers. We're talking about Sentai. We're not even talking about Zetsu at this point. But yeah, what Power Ranger series should I watch? SPD? You find it easier for people to get into Sentai than it is for Kamen Rider? Oh, well, that's just because Power Ranger, like you said. Power Rangers, literally, you just tell them to watch the Power Ranger counterpart and all of that. You love Kamen Rider? I love Kamen Rider. Kamen Rider is what got me into Tokusatsu. So, yeah. You were expecting it to be very dark after finding out it was a snack theme. You were like, oh, I've seen this before. I've seen Gaim. I know this is about to be dark. You tried dropping your friends into Kamen Rider GAVV because of the gimmick and the colors. They didn't vibe with it. I got you. Hopefully you can reintroduce them. Oh, yeah, you weren't wrong. Exactly. They need to adapt Kamen Rider in the US. No, they don't. They just need to dub it. At this point, just dub it. Because adapting is just going to look... It's going to look cheap. And people will just constantly compare it to Power Rangers. And, yeah. I mean, not saying that Power Rangers is bad, but they don't need to be doing that. Dino Thunder. I lied. I have seen Power Rangers as a kid, but I don't remember jack shit from it. So I basically am blind. I've watched a little bit of Power Rangers, not much, but yeah, Dino Thunder, SPD, or Lost Galaxy. I'm seeing a lot of SPD in all of the Disney era, basically. They say global for Zets, but not Europe. Yeah, that's the sad part. We are very exactly. Let's not show. I mean, I'm not throwing shade at Power Rangers. Oh, you're talking about another person. I got you. My bad. I misread that. You enjoyed Dino Charge? Okay. I have thought about watching Dino Charge, but the fact of the matter is I want to watch Kyoryuger. I've wanted to watch Kyoryuger. It's just I'm watching it with a friend and all of that. And yeah. Super Gotchard got an official design right. Yes, the movie one. Yeah. Exactly. Power Rangers is literally just like Sentai. You have good series and you have bad series. I mean, I can admit there's a lot of bad Sentais that I still watched all the way through. But yeah. Okay, RPM I definitely want to watch just because it's dystopian. But yeah. Kamen Rider Zeztz theme is about a dream writer interest. Exactly, it's an interesting theme. Bruh. Okay, I gotta watch this trailer again because I need to get back into the Zeztz mindset. Oh my gosh, I'm dropping everything. Okay.
Courage. Tradition.
Okay, I really like how the suit is looking on the undersuit, by the way. I do like that. It reminds me of the Gojuger suits. It reminds me of how they're doing the Gojuger suits. The undersuits on the Gojuger suits. History. Of course the Ichigo bike. Of course.
Pride. Struggle.
So I wonder if this is like him going into the dream world.
Reflection. Courage.
I just love this shot. I really do like this shot a lot. You love the choice for the antennas. Where can you watch this Kamen Rider? I don't know. It's not out yet. Bro is rocking them heels for real. I do like you said, Ace, I am 100% loving the glowing aesthetic. And I hope that they keep like this dark aesthetic and having the glowing eyes. I think that would look dope. Especially in fights. Oh man. Fire. Now, I will admit, I don't like what they did here. Like, you could have added a drop shadow or something. Add a little bit of, flair. But I do like that they, or at least, it looks like they're subtly giving us references to past Kamen Rider series. Like, this is obviously Ghost, Helheim, Ryuki, Mirror World. At this point, I'm repeating myself, but yeah. That was Dino right there.
Beyond that.
Yo, is he wearing Nike? Hold up. What is he wearing? What are those shoes, man? Bro. What are those shoes? Hopefully we get a female writer. Bro, I would love if we got a female writer. Just saying.
Beyond that.
Okay, is this a reference to anything, by the way? Max Steel? I know what Max Steel is.
There is.
Oh, that's a Fies. That's a Fies reference.
Innovation.
Do you think Zeztz will pull half human, half robot? Nah, I think it's just gonna be like some Inception type of shit. This is Kiva, 100%.
Don't lose your dream.
I don't know what this is. Am I in love with Gojuger? Yeah, I am. I love Gojuger. Amazing. Amazing series. Okay, this actually brings up a good point. Could this be a soft reboot? 40th anniversary. Or not 40th anniversary. You guys know what I mean. This is the 40th Rider. 40th Rider. Could this be a reboot of, or a soft reboot? Kind of like, you know, how Black and White for Pokemon was a soft reboot. What do you guys think? It looks exactly like Ichigo. They got a new belt over here. There's a lot of references. I don't know what this is a reference to. If you guys can figure out, maybe it's fucking, maybe this is, I don't know, Kamen Rider Geats because, you know, Geats aura formed. I don't know. Definitely there's references throughout here, like, just saying. Okay, actually. Okay, do you guys think this is a Ghost reference or a Hibiki reference? Maybe it's just early Heisei. You don't think so? Many homages, that's it? I gotcha. You don't think they would do it like this early into REIWA? Oh. I mean, it is an international release, guys. It's international. I mean, I don't know why bro's suit would be lighting up like that. Like, that is clearly Phi's territory. Just saying. And then right over here, the Blood Moon for Kiva. Would it be referencing only pre-Heisei or early Heisei? I mean, literally, bro. His what are they called? Goggles? They look like how Kiva does it a little bit. Exactly, Kiva has a scene just like this. I've seen a little bit of Kiva to know a little bit about that. Maybe. And the temple feels like a ghost temple. Kamen Rider Zeztz is not only focused in Japan, but now also exactly outside of Japan. I mean, this is literally, again, guys, this is the first international series that is going to be officially licensed by Toei. Like, they are going to be releasing this simulcasted on their YouTube channel. I think this is going to be at least have some references to past series. I hope that the next Sentai season does this with the global launch. See, okay, Dylan, we got a problem with that though. We got Haim Saban. Haim Saban is the problem, but maybe Toei will work around it. The suit lighting element is the paint. Oh man, that would be amazing. Time travel rider? I don't want another time traveling rider. I'm gonna be honest. I think it was cool for Zio. Yeah, and we already know that it's a dream theme. Now, what would be cool? Hear me out. It's like they dream of other Kamen Riders. Villains, maybe these nightmares are based off of previous writers. Maybe they pull like a Dom Brothers. I don't know. maybe like another writers type of deal. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just throwing out ideas right now at this point. It's an implement of the charge from Ichigo's when he rides the bike in Shin Kamen Rider. Y'all, guys, I gotta watch Shin Kamen Rider again. I watched it in theaters. It's been a hot minute. Let me go back to our aura farming image because yeah, I like the aura farming image. That's a Showa reference. Oh, okay, I gotcha. With it being marketed to an international audience, something familiar yet new, potentially written with the West in mind. Oh yeah, I think this is 100% written with the West in mind because this writer series just looks way too serious. 100%. There's a lot of night scenes in this series. Yeah, there is. Which makes sense. I mean, spies normally work at night, so yeah. Wouldn't be surprised. Their dream about Kamen Rider, but the writer is blurry, but still has an image of them. Cinema. Dawn Brothers Peak. It's a good show. I liked it. Am I dreaming of Showa and Honto Beat? Bruh. Oh, you said Shoma. I've been reading so much Showa that my dyslexic ass read that as Showa and Honto BL. Bruh. Yeah. Let's go back to the synopsis again of this. I'm trying to find a good place to put this while I still have the writer. So this is the summary I got from my unknown source. Wink, wink. In the world, by dreams, we see in our sleep, Zeztz enters people's dreams as an agent. So bro is definitely he's definitely doing stuff secretly. So maybe he's got a mission from like a secret organization. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this, guys. I don't know where I was going with that. Let me catch back up with the chat. You think it works? Am I the only one that's getting a feeling that this writer is going to be released on the official Kamen Rider channel? I think it's going to be released on Toei Tokusatsu worldwide, because that's where this was released. Zeztz does look fire, I will admit. But Toei did work with Marvel. Yep, I made it. I have a short in the makings going for that. It's going to be on this channel, 100%. Dream themed writer sounds pretty cool. Yep. Yeah, a little hint of wizard for sure. The mission sounds impossible. Bro, it's going to be based off of Mission Impossible. Just saying. I could see it. I see a little bit more of Shin Kamen Rider though in this than anything. Yo, what is up, Saya? How you doing? Let me see if Ben has posted anything. Ben, you got anything new? Oh my gosh. It's literally a tribute. The poster is a tribute. That's actually pretty cool. That's really cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, Nix. I would have thought that they would have announced the they had a Crunchyroll booth literally going on as Superhero Time. I thought that they would have released something about it if they were going to be doing anything with it. So the eye shape reminds you of REIWA. Yeah. Okay, actually, here's something interesting. What if it's released on Amazon Prime? I mean, Toei, I believe, released the Oshinoko stuff on Amazon Prime. Shin Kamen Rider's on there. They did take down Amazon's, but it was there. It was there, guys. I prefer it to be, you know, on YouTube, but yeah. Okay. Dylan, that would actually be a really cool concept, but I just don't see it happening. Zeztz doesn't have a scarf. No, but his belt kind of resembles a scarf. He would kill. It would look cool. Maybe for the Henshin, he'll have a scarf like attached to him. That would look dope. I really want to, bro. I can't wait for the preview for this guy because oh my goodness, when that Henshin goes, that Henshin is going to go hard, 100%. Like Toei is going to cook here, 100%. Yeah, exactly. Prime makes sense. Anyone remember that in Dawn Brothers, the Noto trios were based off of Dento Tokusatsu heroes that weren't Toei owned? Ah, I didn't know that. I don't think Shout Factory. I don't think Shout Factory has anything to do with Zeztz. That would honestly. So with Shout Factory, the way that Shout Factory works is they can release stuff after the fact. They can't release it as it's airing. So, like, if they wanted to go ahead and purchase the rights for GAVV as of right now, they would probably have to wait until maybe around December to be able to purchase the rights. They could do it, but I just don't see them purchasing it. They can't air it as it's going on. So Toei would have to be the ones to release the subs. But yeah, I think it's going to air on Prime or YouTube. Those are the two best options, in my opinion. Yo, what's up, Broxel? I think I'm saying that right. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Please correct me. But you would love to see one of the henshins where he tosses the capsule at the wall and let it bounce back into the driver. Yo, that would be sick. That would be sick. Maybe not for the main rider, but definitely for the secondary or the third or something like that. Do I think this rider will be established like Geats, Double, and Wizard? I'm going to be honest. I think it has to be an established rider. I think there is no other way to where this guy is not established. Like Ace could have been a newbie if he wanted to, but they wanted to go with that route. And plus, it just feels like he's more grounded and knows what he's doing. So yeah, I think this guy is going to be like Geats, Double, and Wizard for sure. At this point, Toei might just publish directly to here or partner with someone to form their own streaming service. What would be interesting, honestly, is if they decide to... they already have their own streaming service, which is TTFC. I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with TTFC. It would be interesting if they decided to have that go nationwide, but again... that would actually TTFC would basically be dead at that point, but yeah, if they were to do that, I would definitely think that it would be on YouTube 100%. You're kind of surprised they haven't made a superhero crossover movie with GAVV and Gojuju. I think that will come with this show, if anything. A new agent. See, I don't think it's going to be a new agent. Because he's a spy. And with the when I think of spy, I'm referring to Go Busters, guys. With Go Busters, all the spies were already pre-established to be spies. Like, they were already doing stuff. Obviously, the Red Ranger was the newbie, but he still had his own training and all of that. But yeah, I just think he's going to be more established. I mean, it would be a polar. Honestly, it could be the opposite. Because maybe this guy is a new guy that's having to retrieve the secondary rider out of the dream world. Bro, I'm cooking. I'm cooking here. Okay, we got to talk about the theory. RJ brings up a great point. 01 AI. Saber, books, B. Revise contract, C. Geets and desires for D. Gotchard for equals, which is E. Gov, food, F. ZEZT'S. I don't think it's global. I'm going to be straight up. I don't think it's global. I think it's going to be for Gachapon. That's what I'm thinking. It's going to be so whatever H is going to be interesting. They should make TTFC global. You want to watch Boom Boom Jurasaki to a special. Bro, I can't wait for that. When does that thing come out? Is it like next week? Because I am wanting to make a short on it, and I need to get a short recorded. Going back to Paprika for inspiration, I would say that Zeztz should probably be much more lighthearted character himself, despite being experienced, and maybe make the secondary a newbie. Okay, but here's the problem with the secondary being a newbie. What would okay? There's two ideas that I have. So, if they decide to have Zetsu be a grounded rider, then have his secondary be somebody that basically, trying to work out my thoughts and everything, have the secondary be someone that is maybe an innocent citizen that he gets drawn into this. And Zetsu's responsibility is to basically save him and to try to get him. But the only way that he can defend himself in this dream world is by using the common warrior or whatever it is. But if they wanted to, they could have Zetsu be a new agent that they hire to then go and save the secondary rider. And the secondary rider is using an old system and he gets trapped there or something like that. This is just half asleep foul plays here, trying to cook up some theories, by the way. But anyways, back to everything. The amazing thing about the rider design, like 01 or Zeztz, if you cosplay them, you can just wear green or black. Bro, you're so correct. You're familiar with it, but I read online that they're releasing the show worldwide. How else would they do it? Exactly. They have to do it either through YouTube. Well, worldwide is that's not really worldwide, but I get what you mean. Amazon Prime just would be the second option 100% then. How would you rank his design compared to other primary writers in REIWA? This is honestly my least favorite design in REIWA. Like, when I saw GAVV, I immediately liked it. When I saw Gotchard's design, I was in love with it. when I saw Revice, I mean, Revice was literally the first Kamen Rider series I ever watched besides Double. So, just put that into perspective. I would say I like it more than Saber. I like it more than Saber. Yeah, the alphabet theory. Could past writers cameo in Zetsu? I feel like that would just be another Zio, but I mean, if they wanted to, they could. I just don't think they would. I think just having subtle references would be cool. What I would like is if, oh, these are different colors. These are different colors, guys. Those are different colors. The last thing you want is another Saber versus Blade in turns. Yeah, exactly. Maybe Blade and Garen. What if Zetsu is a seasoned writer who dies inside the dream and recruits a sibling as a last effort to complete his mission, like they kill off the first Zetsu in the first few episodes? I wouldn't be opposed to that idea. Oh my god, they're cooking. Kimmo is cooking. H is for history. It's going to be about the history of Kamen Rider. They're cooking. Oh my gosh. How are we thinking about Zeztz being an Ichigo reference, second Rider being an Ichigo reference? Okay, actually, I think that would be dope. Having it represent the 4 eras, that would be awesome. Okay, I wonder, is there a way that I could like zoom in on these and like figure anything out? They put a lot of motion blur on this, so I don't think I'm going to be able to see it. I don't think there's anything in these like they did with the other posters. Yeah. He is very similar to GAVV. Or Fies, my bad. My dyslexic ass again. What if Zetsu would be in the GAVV movie? Oh, he's definitely going to be in it. I wonder if they're going to treat him like GAVV. I wonder if he's going to be like GAVV where they have him show up in person. Zetz's motive is Ichigo, but he's a man with a heart of gold like Kuga. I see what you're cooking. Gachapon capsules. Yep, the rumors were right. Do you think we'll have a winter crossover movie? Okay, so the only reason why they didn't have a Gotchard movie is because they didn't want it to affect the double movie. I would love for them to have a GAVV. I would love for them to have it. Okay. Also, I'm going to point this out. I want to show you guys how hard it was to get this fucking trailer. Okay, so the first trailer was uploaded on the Kamen Rider YouTube channel. So they decided we're going to block it. And then we're going to upload it 10 minutes later onto the Kamen Rider, the Toei Tokusatsu Worldwide channel. So I guess this is going to be for international releases. But yeah. But back to the question, do I think that there is going to be a winter movie between GAVV and Zeztz? If they do, maybe. I mean, I would much prefer it to be a summer, like a fall movie. That's just me, though. But they didn't do it with Gotchard, so I'm not holding my breath. Do I think he's going to show up at the end of the GAVV? I think they're going to do it similar to how they did with Gotchard with GAVV, where he's just going to be a cameo at the end. I don't think it's gonna be the Green Tiger. I mean, I could show you what the secondary rider is supposed to look like. Extreme Kamen Rider. No, Kamen Rider W Extreme. Okay. So imagine Vram colors. So orange and I guess orange on this side, silver on this side, and then black in the middle. That's essentially what this the secondary is going to look like. That's what he's going to look like. There was a double movie. It was the Futo PI movie. The only movies you've watched was the Geats ones. So the Gotcha introduction as a reference. Yeah, that's literally the only. That's how they've been doing it for the past 10 years until the Gotcha movie. But yeah. If there was a plot twist to Kamen Rider Zeztz, what would it be? The fourth rider dying. You realize you realize something, bro? I can't with the memes. I can't. Since it's the 40th anniversary, it's not the 30th year anniversary. It's the 40th Kamen Rider. It's the 40th Kamen Rider series. But I mean, there is a possibility that they bring back legendaries. We don't know anything really about the series except for, you know, what we do know right now. Everything else is pretty much just rumors. Zetsu gave me strong Fives vibes. Yeah, I can see the Fives vibes. I think it's just a bunch of references just combined together, and I'm all for it. You prefer them to keep focus on the show production. Not every series needs to be 12 extra specials. That's understandable. Where did the green Kamen Rider leak come from? I don't know. It was just a random. Can I be honest? I just checked Twitter one day and there was a random tiger mask leak. I mean, I like the design. It's better than what we got. Let me go back to Zeztz because I want to talk about Zeztz, you know. But the tiger design came from like a napkin. It was I think it's not a 4chan. I think it's like a weeaboo. That's literally what the site is called. It's like Chinese site that talks about leaks, like Kamen Rider leaks. I don't know what is it? I don't know the full site name. Oh my gosh. Bro, they made a suit too? Oh my gosh. Yeah, that Fudo PI probably was a fan theory. Yeah, exactly. Fourth rider dies on Christmas episode. Yep, that's how it's gonna work. You're all good, RJ. Don't worry. That's exactly. That's not the best presented twist there. Oh my god. Like they said. Oh my god. What do you think Zezt's final form could look like? Oh. I know that probably sounded bad on the mic, but I don't know. Like, he could honestly look like anything. He could look like anything. Honestly, okay, let's look up REIWA final forms. Just because... Oh, God, guys. Y'all want to see some horrible shit? Okay, let's just go back to the leak era, because I was actually going to do a whole short on this, guys. But let's talk about leaked Kamen Riders for a second. So this was supposed to be 01. Very different from what we got. I guess it was rumored to be a Ichigo clone, which is very, very noticeable from this. I mean, it kind of gives off the same vibes. I think it looks kind of similar. But hold up. Okay, before that, let's talk about the final forms, because I want to see the REIWA final forms. What do I think the REIWA final forms? Honestly, I'm going to be straight up. I think it's going to look like 01's final, or 02. I think it's going to be like 02. I think it's going to look similar to 02. I think it's going to look more like Ichigo with each iteration. Zeztz would say go to sleep and make his final. Bro, if he does what GAVV does, where he asks him like a question at the end, bro, that's going to be wrap it up. Cinema. The franchise went off air for like a decade. The numbering no longer lines up with Sentai. Oh, yeah. Made suit just to fool us. Exactly. The belt strap Henshin device for Zeztz looks basic for you. I don't hate it. I don't hate the concept. Imagine if they pull a half Black RX with half of a drive on his final form. Bro, that would be crazy. They burn. That first design screams Pat Ranger. Oh, man, I could see it a little bit. Zeztz crashes out. The REIWA Gen is very minimalistic. Very, very minimalistic. I mean, I kind of prefer the minimalistic look. Exactly. I think Saber is the only one that's minimalistic. I mean, still, like, if you look at Kamen Rider Saber, I mean, Saber still looks minimalistic to a sense. Like, it kind of looks minimalistic, but as compared to like the other REIWA riders, it's very, very not very minimalistic. But yeah, let's talk about the rumors, by the way, because this is crazy. So we got Saber here. Saber, I feel like they got pretty accurate for the most part. Like, if you say there's a shield on the, or not a shield, if there's a dragon on the chest, I think they did a pretty damn good job with the leaks. Now, Revice leaks, I don't know where they were going. I don't know where they were going with this. Geets, I think whenever Geets was going through the rumor mill, I believe it was convinced to be like Norris theme. Saber feels billet aesthetic. I could see that. But yeah, Geets was supposed to be a... You know what Revice looks like? This looks like Tycoon a little bit. A little bit of Tycoon. Just a little bit. Not too much like Tycoon, but just a bit. But Geets was believed to be a Norris theme. Not Norris theme. Netherland theme. Netherland mythology. Gotchard. Gotchard looks like Gotchard. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, if you told me this was Gotchard from a leak, I would believe you. Now, I could tell that that's an AI image, but I mean, they got Gotchard pretty much down. Gotchard is horrific here, but Yeah, and then Zeztz, I don't know what they were doing with Zeztz, man. The GAVV one, the GAVV suit just looked like GAVV suit. I'm not gonna lie. You just joined, but it heard Zeztz is going to have something to do with dreams. Yes, it is going to have something to do with dreams. I mean, just from the trailer alone, you can just tell that it's a different vibe. Like right here, he's obviously going into the dream world. And then that's the reason why they got the AI aesthetic, because dreams are supposed to be blurry, fuzzy and all of that. Not supposed to be real. So I think the AI vision looks really good with it. And it makes sense. Gottschalk's actual form absolutely slaps. Bro, okay. So there was an image that I had. Whenever they were filming the GAVV, like Gottschalk's initial appearance in the Geats movie, they had to put bro behind a reflector. That was how shiny the suit was. Now they had to basically nerf it. And then basically what they had to do for the show was they had to make a whole entirely other suit just to make him not shiny. Like, he's still shiny. Now, I hope you guys know that they make like multiple different suits. So with Gottschalk, they have, well, with any Kamen Rider suit, they have an action suit, they have a suit, and then they have the presentation suit. You think this may be based off of a 5? Oh my god. But yeah, Gottschalk basically had to have a whole other suit made for the action that was less shiny. I don't think Suga is based off of sugar, but okay. You prefer his base form? Let me go and read this. It would be really cool if Toei took all of this rumor design for the 10th REIWA and made it an evil counterpart of the writers. Okay, so you just want another writers. I mean, I love another writers, but I don't want that. If anything, I would like for them to keep that and use that for words. I wanted them to do another writers for the REIWAs eventually. But yeah. Why does Gottschalk get so much hate? It's just literally, it came after Geats, and that's one thing. And then it's also just the show's just slow at the start. It's a really slow start. And it does have a bunch of plot holes that are just annoying. I don't think Hotaro is annoying per se. I just think compared to who we had the past couple of years, he is annoying compared to the past couple of writers. But he's not annoying. Yeah, he's just a dude chilling on the side of the building. Exactly. Yeah, it's really hard to take Hotaro seriously after you go from Geats QB9. But yeah. It's just it honestly, that is the reason. Gottschalk got so much hate just because it came after Gottschalk. Or Gottschalk got so much hate because it came after Geats. That's really bottom line. Blame Ace. And that's kind of my fear with Zetsu. Is we're coming off of GAVV, which I'm gonna be straight up. GAVV is going to 100%. The fact that we're coming off of GAVV and we're gonna go into Zetsu needs to literally live up to the hype that GAVV had, and it's gonna be hard. So I think that having Takahashi be the lead here would actually be beneficial to the franchise. Yeah. Yeah, the inconsistencies. If he's annoying, then what would that make out of Gintaro? Gintaro is amazing, okay? Do I know that Zeztz is using an LED screen like King Oger? Yeah, I could tell. Ace is too serious and proud. Exactly. We came off of AG and O's to Gintaro and Forze. At least the transition wasn't... Exactly. And both of those characters are very likable. I'm going to be straight up. Hotaro is not a bad writer. It's the fact that, like I've said before, Hotaro is not a bad writer. It's the fact that he came after Ace. We wouldn't be shitting on Hotaro if Ace wasn't there. At least Tendo has redeeming qualities. What does Ace have? He's a god. He's a god. That's what he has. What if Zed's super form is based off of daydreams? And gets a dark form based off of nightmares. See, okay, I'm gonna be straight up, guys. We haven't seen a berserk form technically since what, 01? Are we gonna get a berserk form well, no. Saber had a berserk form, didn't he? So it's been at least 5 years since we have had a berserk form. I would like it. Does that remind you of Black RX? I can see it. I can see it. I can see it. You fear Gab is gonna have a retrospective hate? Nah. I think it's gonna. The only way that GAVV is gonna get hate is if Zetsu is just peak, and nah. GAVV is gonna get a bunch of love. The only reason why GAVV is getting hate right now is because it's lack of female cast. That's really all it is. You prefer the scarf, but the messenger bag is neat. What is a bad series from these three? Ghost, Saber, or Gotch Rider? Okay, that's a good question. I couldn't sit through Saber. I literally fell asleep. I watched Ghost. Is it as bad as it is? People say it is? No. Ghost is okay. I like the concept of Ghost. It's just, it fell off towards the end. But yeah. That's my opinion on a Ghost. It's not bad. Yo, /L, thank you for the super chat. Thank you so much. Let me read the message really quickly. Give me a sec. I can barely read that. All fans except MC like Ace, Tendo, and Su. Exactly. They expect those kind of people. They really do. They really do. They really do. I think I need to find another O's download because the one, oh, yeah. Okay. So, I got a theory. So, since this is a dream theme, and he has an agent and has missions, Wouldn't it make sense for the people who are having a lot of nightmares, weekly monsters, send like the request in? So like maybe he's having like people send the request in and all of that. Like it's maybe he works for like an agency and people are sending in like sending emails, text messages, whatever you want to call them, and have them beat the monster of the week of their nightmares and all of that. Hear me out. Let me know if you guys need me to rephrase that. So basically, he's working for an agency, and the agency receives request. No, man, it's all good. I'm just talking about Kamen Rider. I don't expect your money, man. Don't worry, man. I'm just sitting here talking about Kamen Rider. I don't expect y'all's money at all. You couldn't get into Ghost, but Bill definitely had you at gunpoint. Bro, Bill is just another level. Is this real? Yes, this is real. This is Zetsu. I know it looks AI image, like an AI image, but it comes directly from Toei. So yeah. Everybody gangsta until Max Hazard on. What if Zetz is working for the AFB? I mean, that's kind of that's kind of my theory. So, what I think it's okay. I keep on bringing Go Busters up, but it's because I'm currently watching it and it's fresh on my mind and all of that. But the Go Busters essentially are working for a corporation, and all of that. And they get they don't get requests, but what if it's like a request type of deal where Zetz is fighting the monster of the week that is a nightmare that someone requests for them to come and save them from their nightmare and all of that. Whew. Yo, I got so much water in here. It's ridiculous. Kamen Rider Zeztz as a hitman, the video game turn into Kamen Rider. If they do a video game theme again, I don't think they would. Would they do another video game theme? I don't think they would. You know, so many fan pages on Facebook can't compare which AI and which is real. Many people believe it's not AI. This is AI. I can tell you with 100%. Trust me, this is 100% AI. I have the background. There's flaws with this background. Look at that right there. That's a flaw. So you're telling me that... So this is supposed to be a background right here. Look at the reflection right there. There's no reflection right there. That reminds me of a comic story from Deadpool. He was hired from a kid to get rid of his nightmares. Yes, yes, that is literally exactly what I'm thinking. Now that would be a really crazy take though to do for a dream. That would be dark as hell. Holy crap. But I think Deadpool can do it. Huh? I think Deadpool can do the nightmare with the abusive father. but Kamen Rider just couldn't do it. Have we ever gotten a Kamen Rider that can break the fourth wall? Yes, it's called Kamen Rider REIWA. Oh, besides Vipes, besides Vice. If we're talking about Kamen Riders that break the fourth wall, maybe Kamen Rider Chase? Maybe? Forze kind of does it every time he does the transformation with the 3, 2, 1. Hold on, I got you.
3, 2, 1.
There you go. Deadpool already did it, and the kid paid him $7, bro. Deadpool's like, I'll do it for chump change. He literally points at the screen at the end of his season. Yep, exactly. Fan arts of ZEZT'S versus Freddy Krueger, bruh. My gosh. Toei made CGI that was so trashy that it was thought to be AI. I mean, this is AI. It's AI, 100%. There's so many flaws with this. Like, just the shots. Like, fuck.
Struggle. Reflection.
The Kamen Rider is not AI. I can tell you guys that. This is not... The Kamen Rider is not AI. Now, the shots, like, this shot right here, the background, 100% AI. But I'm fine with it because of the aspect that it's entering a dream. Okay, actually, quick question, guys. I haven't fully played Persona. But is this kind of what Persona does? I know that Inception does this, where it's like entering into people's dream, entering a dream. Yeah, it reminds me of Kamen Rider Wizard a lot, and that's why I keep on bringing it up. Kamen Rider Wizard. Is that Kamen Rider going to sleep? No, he's saving people in sleep. It's 5 a.m. You're tempted to start watching some shows. Oh man, 5 a.m. I think you need to go and get some sleep, man. The rumor is that this DX is of ZEZT'S is not too expensive. Ooh, I mean, normally DXs in Japan aren't expensive, but if it's cheaper, I mean, I'm down for that. I'll buy the driver. I'll wear it in videos. So Persona does do it, kind of. It's like an altered version of Earth. Okay. Okay, Paprika and Inception. Okay. Persona 5. Okay, I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm playing Persona 5. Like, I just started Persona 5. It's my first Persona game, so please no spoilers, guys. Persona 5, you go into people's psyche, but it's in games like 4, you go into TVs. Ah. Okay, so Persona would be the best description of this. I gotcha. I will end up mentioning Paprika. Yeah, it literally, the leaks mention Paprika. It's literally going to be Inception, Paprika, all of that. What do they mean by this Kamen Rider will be international? Okay, so we won't have to use any of those, hush-hush sites, that we got to use. It will all be on a singular site, probably on YouTube, maybe on Amazon Prime. We really don't know. But yeah. And we really don't even know if it's going to be simulcast. I would assume that it's going to be simulcast, but we just really don't know. There's not much information except for the fact that they said right here that the broadcast streaming are scheduled to air in the US, Canada, Hong Kong, South Korea, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, and I'm going to guess that's Southeast Asia or like the islands down there and all of that. So we really don't even know that if it's going to be simulcast like Ultraman. I would imagine it's going to be, but I just personally don't see it. If it's on Netflix, I will be actually shocked. I would think it would be hilarious if it's on Netflix. It would give me a reason to have Netflix. But yeah. If the driver is going to be the price of the gacha driver, you're instantly buying if it's $50. I would buy it instantly if it's $50. I mean, $50 is $50. I can buy that and wear it in videos, make my money back, you know? They don't have a reason, let alone the budget to do a AAA. AAAs are in the industry right now and not doing very well and dragging it down. So for Toei to do a AAA, it would mean that they would have to pay bigger base. I don't know. The GAVV driver is expensive as shit. I will admit that. Straight up expensive. Which Kamen Rider hits mainstream internationally? You believe it's GEZT'S, but you haven't watched GEZT'S. I would say, okay, I'm going to be straight up. I know people hate on GEZT'S, but GEZT'S honestly would have been the best Rider series to do this with. Like, GEZT'S aesthetically is just so perfect. Like, I would have watched GEZT'S if I was not a Kamen Rider fan. I mean, there's people that are watching GEZT'S clips on TikTok and they're asking, what is this? What is this? What is this Power Ranger show? You know? But yeah, it was definitely the first ever to be internationally released was 01. But if I were to say one that hit mainstream, definitely would be GEZT'S. GEZT'S was just instantly a mainstream hit. So, I mean, I'll be honest, the poster, this looks good. For a poster, it looks fire. The design's definitely grown on me after seeing it for the past, 4 hours that we've been streaming. I don't know, guys. I vibe with it. I vibe with it. I vibe with it now. Please not Netflix then. Oh my god, I forgot about the ads, man. Oh, I forgot about those ads. Yeah, maybe not having the ads would be a good idea. Yeah. Probably YouTube would be the best bet. I think YouTube's the best bet. In all honesty, put it on there. Maybe I'm gonna be straight up. So there is multiple people that they have to talk with. So this has been a multiple process step for them because they have to go through TV Asahi, which is the people who are basically, they air the show. They air Gojuger. They air Kamen Rider GAVV. They've been airing Kamen Rider since, I believe, Kuga. So, basically, they got to go through them, and then they got to go through Toei, and then they got to go through a bunch of other people. And then they got to find a platform, and then they got to, it's basically a workaround. So they've probably been working on this for a couple of years, and this is the first of it, you know? Yeah, and honestly, this is the best way for them to do it would be through YouTube. And they could easily promote their toys just like how Ultraman does. Honestly, this is the best move for them to do. It's the best way that they could do this. But I like I said, I think that GEZT'S is the show that made Kamen Rider go mainstream. What would be really shocking, guys, is if they put this shit on Crunchyroll. And I'll be straight up, that would probably be the best option. It would definitely get a lot more fans. And yeah. Because even with Ultraman having the YouTube like all their episodes on YouTube, they're still not pulling in numbers compared to what Toei and what Sentai and Rider are. And that's just how it is. I mean, you don't hear people talking about Ultraman. I know that's hard to hear. I mean, Ultraman is definitely the redheaded stepchild. You know. I love Ultraman, but it was the last thing I checked out. But I definitely do think, like y'all are saying, I think that this is the right way to go. Putting it on Crunchyroll, it would open the doors for Sentai. And I'm going to be straight up. I don't think... When does that Saban... Do we know when that Saban contract expires, by the way? Because I believe the contract expires in like a couple of years. Yeah, GEZT'S does really well. GEZT'S is... Okay. To put it into context, I can show anybody the first episode of GEZT'S and they're just instantly hooked. Okay. Ultraman Rising was successful, but no... The problem is with Ultraman Rising... Okay. Ultraman Rising had all of that promotion through Netflix. But all of that... all of that promotion, all that fan base was just on that one movie. None of the fan base from that movie moved over to the show. Maybe like 10% of it went over to the main show, even with the episodes being available. It's just there was lack of promotion, really. They didn't promote the show alongside it. Imagine if they put King Oger and Boom Boonger. Those would really sell. Oh, the King Oger definitely. Boom Boonger, I'm going to be straight up honest. I love Boom Boonger, but Boom Boonger just would not sell. Do you think that it will be dubbed in America? Okay, that brings up a great fucking topic. Oh my god. Okay. So, there is Ultraman dubbing. So, is ZEZT'S going to be dubbed as well? This brings up a topic. Will ZEZT'S be dubbed? My bet is maybe not this season, but the following is. Yes. I believe it will be ZEZT'S eventually. I think Kamen Rider eventually will be dubbed. And I think that would actually be great for the brand, because I know people that are dyslexic and they literally cannot watch subs. So they have to watch it dubbed. And also, that's great for content creation. Because guess what? As a content creator, I can't sit there and just give my full attention to a show. So yeah. You don't even think okay, so that contract's not relevant? I thought there was a contract, by the way, guys, for Sentai, where like they can't like there's a reason why they can't put like Gojuger gachapons in the US is because of Heimspawn. But yeah, why is Ultraman not popular as Kamen Rider and Super Sentai? Budget. Budget is one problem. When you see Kamen Rider, when you see Geats 9 doing, you know, his QB9, his Henshin, and you just see the aura coming off of him, even shows like Gotchard, where, you know, people don't really like Gotchard and all of that. Hotro still aura farms in some moments. Like, when bro pulled out Rainbow Gotchard, do you guys not realize how hype that shit was? Even though people hated on him, that moment was hype. Like, it's just, there's budget behind the fights that make them look cool. Whereas with Ultraman, it's more of practical effects, which isn't bad. I prefer the practical effects, but it's also a, I'm trying to phrase my words correctly. And it's not flashy fights. It's really not flashy, and it's really hard to get people in with not flashy fights. Like, there's people praising Omega's name because of the flashy fight. Like, if you have a flashy, cool fight, I mean, your show's going to get mentioned around because people are going to be like, oh, shit, that looks dope, you know? Nix brings up a great point. It's a solo format. Ultraman plays a part for the most of it. Whereas Kamen Rider, there's multiple heroes. Sentai, it's a team. You have multiple characters. Not saying that, you know, Ultraman Arc, they had characters like Shu, Ban, I forgot the lady's name. I forgot her name. Either way, they all had important roles. But Rider and Sentai, like you said, Neximus, all the Rider and Sentai always gets your attention because it's just flashy. They got very repetitive with the scenes from what you've noticed. I got that. There's already Godzilla for the kaiju fans, so trying to sell the monsters, well, when done right. Exactly. Like, Godzilla's there. Like, with Rider and Sentai, you're getting a Henshin hero. You're getting multiple characters. And you're getting good choreographed fights, camera work as well. When your stuff is filmed pretty well, it really does sell. And when you got a bunch of you have a bunch of special effects that are, you know, CG, all of that type of stuff, it really sells the show, and it makes people, in at least this day and age, it catches their eye. That's why shows like, gonna bring up anime here. That's like why shows like JJK, Demon Slayer, I guess now One Piece is being talked about. Whereas, you know, 10, maybe 5-6 years ago, pre-Wano, One Piece wasn't getting talked about as much. But now that, you know, we're in the Wano age where the animation is insane, you know, One Piece is getting talked about. I mean, that's really, in this day and age, it's all about how clean the animation is, how clean the fights are. That's really, honestly, and that's where Ultraman lacks. Like, the fights don't look bad when you look back at it, but compared to every other Henshin hero, it's just mid. Like, I will admit, I think the Omega fight was mid. I think compared to Ark's fight, Omega's ass. But yeah, that's the reason. I know we just went on a fucking, what was it, 10-minute long tangent, but yeah. Exactly. But yeah, back onto the topic. I think that ZEZT'S is going to get dubbed eventually. Has there been anything else that has been mentioned? Has Ben tweeted out anything else? Exactly. Gameplay first, then lore. Exactly. Gameplay first, then lore. Like, if your game looks like shit, nobody's gonna play it. I mean, I'm just being honest. You tried giving Ark a while, giving Ark a try, just never hooked me. I'm gonna be honest, Ark is not for everybody. I liked Ark because of the fact that I was watching it while it was airing was one. Two, it's just, if you don't know what is going on, you're gonna be lost. That too, Ultraman does need to, you need to have a lot more history on it and all of that. Whereas Kamen Rider, every season, Kamen Rider and Super Sentai, for the most part, are standalone seasons. That too. It's hard to get into a season when there's so many shows that are connected to one another. Because I've had people that have told me personally, oh, well, that kaiju has a bunch of history that you don't know about it because you didn't watch X episode from, what is it? Ultraman 80. You don't know this kaiju's history. And I just was like, I don't know. But exactly, like, when you gotta watch 50 or 60 years of Ultraman, you gotta go all the way back to the 50s. Oh, Lord, it's hard. Like with Kamen Rider, you can go into any season. Let me go back to Zed's full screen, guys, because let's show him off. He's badass looking stuff. Your dad is disinterested in what you watch, while my mom got a first glance at 01 and angrily lost it, calling it anime. I mean, Kamen Rider is basically anime, but live action. She doesn't care about Japanese media. That's how my mother is. Don't worry. It's kind of hype. They're finally making it a way to watch Kamen Rider without pirating them. Bro, I know. I'm going to be straight up. That's a godsend, because I hate pirating, man. I hate pirating. Godzilla. Oh man, I liked how Godzilla was that way. Like, it didn't have to be pirated and all that, by the way. When do you think the release window for ZEZT'S everywhere else outside of Japan? Okay, this is actually a really good question. So for me, I personally think that ZEZT'S will, I would like to think that it would be simulcast, like maybe an hour after it airs, and you know, in the US, or not in the US, in Japan, it would come out immediately an hour after. That would be nice. But yeah, I think it would be an hour. I think they would do the Crunchyroll model, personally. That's my personal opinion, but yeah. If there are people wanting to watch everything Ultraman, there is so many other mediums for it. They have anime, movies, and all are considered canon. Exactly. There's so much. ZEZTZ'S design should be based off of sheep or ram because of the theme of dreams and nightmares. Maybe if it was, maybe that could be like a secondary theme of it. I mean, there's always going to be a secondary theme to the show, always. And it looks like this is going to be spy and sleeping theme. So maybe it will be incorporated into the Henshin, like sheeps and rams. Maybe his finisher could involve sheeps. I don't know. I'm just throwing out that idea. It's not your fighting bug, man. Yeah, exactly. Let me check these notifications. See, let me check Twitter. I don't want to scroll on screen because Twitter can be unhinged, man, guys. Let me see if there's anything new. Oh, people doing decade stuff. Okay, this is pretty cool, though. I'll show this on screen. This is a pretty cool idea. I like it. I vibe with it. I vibe with it a lot. I do wonder, though, if ZEZTZ'S being streamed would actually affect the possibility that we could get other writer seasons. Like, could they possibly do how GAVV is? Like, could they put GAVV on immediately after Zeztz? Just throwing that out there. Like how Gav mixed wolves, gummies, and teeth. Yes, exactly. What would the enemies be in Zeztz? That is a good question. Maybe they are the sheep. Well, obviously they're going to be nightmares, but we don't really know what the motif is. Like, if they're going to be basically from nightmares. We don't know, like, if they're going to be wolves or whatever they are. So that's with the Neo Decade driver. Dead stream? I don't think I have a dead stream, do I? I said I needed sleep. Okay, I'm fine, I guess. I just had a DM say that the stream was dead. You said I needed sleep. I said I needed sleep. Nah, not yet. Not yet. I'm not that tired. They got me hyped, man. Nah. But what was I saying? Mastodon. I got you. I don't know why I'm thinking of the Nintendo Switch game Astral Chain when you see ZEZTZ'S. Ooh. Okay, that actually, maybe they could do, like, for the first couple of dreams, they could do, like, different fears. Like, they could do Freddy Krueger. They could do a clown like what is that? What is his name? Oh my god. The It guy. The It. Pennywise. That's his name. Pennywise. Maybe they could do that kind of stuff. Oh man. We're just throwing out good theory ideas. Oh man. I gotcha. Funny enough, you blew your buddy's mind when you pointed out his helmet, a canine tooth. I'm done. Oh my god. Are you talking about GAVV? GAVV? Bro. Bruh. Insane. Wait, is this the Black Clover trailer? Do I play with fire and watch the Black Clover trailer? Oh man. Oh, we got a ZEZT'S logo? Hold up. We got a ZEZT'S logo? For Thai? No, I'm talking about a ZEZT'S. Oh, that's cool. That's so cool. They got a ZEZT'S logo for every... Bro. What if they give us every single language has a... Bro. That would be crazy. Oh man, I don't want to show too much, guys. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to play with you know, all of them. Funny how I'm familiar with all this horror stuff. Who are horror buffs? Okay, I'm gonna be straight up. I have never seen a horror movie. I think I've seen one and I did not like it. The colors definitely work. Yeah, okay. Let me pull up my Reddit post. Because I made a fan logo. Do you think it will be dubbed and subbed for an option? I think it will be dubbed. Okay. ZEZT'S. You don't like horror movies? I fully agree. I am not a fan of them. Ah, here we go. So this was my fan done logo. I was way fucking off. Holy crap. What does the actual logo look like? Now, you hope they don't screw up the English one like they did with Geets and 01. I don't think they will screw it up. They're still waiting for news in Thai. Damn. You're into thrillers. Oh, I feel that. I feel that 100%. Okay. So I got the Kamen Rider wiki pulled up. Yeah, damn. They really went with more of an Ichigo look for it compared to what I had. I think I went with more of a Fies type of style. But yeah, I don't hate it. How will people who want to watch it and subbed? They'll have sub and dub, obviously. They better not. Those are cool logos, and then they just oversimplified them. I mean, it's fine. Oh my god. Bruh. Do I think there's a possibility of the ZEZT'S summer movie? I would like it. But I think baby steps right now. Baby steps right now. We need to do baby steps. But yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm vibing with the Henshin belt now. At least the belt. Yo, this is a clean image. I ain't even gonna lie. So is it a different image in each of these? No. So it's not called the belt anymore. Yeah, it's literally the same belt. But yeah, I would love to see. I think what they'll end up doing though with the movies, if they do end up releasing it, is probably do like limited theaters. I'm pretty sure with Arc, they presented the movie at like AX or something. Or something similar like New York Comic Con. Or something like that. The material is very similar to the Gojuger material, which I really like. Yeah. That driver from Kamen Rider Zeztz, so Zeztz can summon minions. Oh, okay. I vibe with it. I vibe with the belt, man. I really do. Really vibe with it. Are they officially just called drivers now? Okay, so the GAVV driver was called the GAVV Henshin belt. And that's because, well, the GAVV driver was basically it was surgically put onto Shoma. So they really couldn't call it a belt. Yo, thank you so much for coming out, Ace. Have a good night, man. Yeah, I think anybody would be watching it in theaters if it was to happen. Yeah, it's been drivers for decades at this point. But yeah, it was a Henshin belt, GAVV. Trying to see if there was anything else revealed, like league wise. I'm just getting a bunch of, oh my god, it's going to be on a global release. It's global release. Yo, what's up, Kingdom? How are you doing, my dude? How are you doing? Hey, yo! From the creator of Full Metal Alchemist, Diamond of the Shadow Realm, an original story? Hey, yo. What? Okay, that's kind of cool. Oh, you're talking about in real life. Yeah, they've been called Henshin belts for a while. Well, they were called Henshin belt, which threw everybody off last year, but previously they were called drivers and all that. So I think they're going back to the whole ZEZT'S driver and all of that. So, but yeah. Okay, daily Kamen Rider fight scenes is fucking hilarious. He said we owe this account an apology. That's kind of funny. Not even gonna lie. Just arrived. Consensus so far. My take so far is that it contrasts hard with the current season. It really does. It does contrast really freaking hard with the current season. But I mean, after looking at it for a while, I kind of vibe with it. I vibe with what they got going on. It's not horrible, but it's not my favorite design out of REIWA. I think that my favorite design out of REIWA so far would have to be probably Geets. I think Geets just hit the nail on everything. I think that having driver for the marketing purposes, yeah, exactly. It would help a lot in the West. I mean, it worked either way. But yeah, like you said, definitely works better. Who is this? Oh, that's Jeep. Why is Jeep talking about this? Your surprised Universal Warrior Shinken Red is a woman, and it's an... Oh. I didn't know she was an idol. I knew she was a Gyaru. That's about all I knew. I know this is outside of Toei, but I don't know why parts of me thought that Sentai and Rider would be an Avengers secret wars because of the crossover back in the 70s. I mean, Sentai was, Marvel had a crossover. Well, not a crossover. They own Battle Fever J. So, yeah. Yo, what's up, Brayden? How are you doing, my dude? How are you doing? How is the voice acting going, my dude? One of the comment sections argued that the suit looked AI generated. Toei seems to have made their stance that the current with the current Sentai shows. I think it's fine. I mean, as long as the AI isn't, it fits the theme of the show. That's my feeling. Because especially with this shot, like I can tell that there's AI, but he's supposed to be going through a dream world, so it makes sense. Yo, thank you so much for coming out, Dylan. Have a good rest of your night. Good rest, my dude. One of the comments, it's weird how engrossed you are in the community, even though you've only been watching Sentai and Rider for about a year. Damn, exactly. I mean, that's just how it works in this community. You get like you talk about Rider and all of that, and just get into all of it, and then you get into the community and all of that. What are my thoughts on the suit? I talked about it earlier, but I think at first, I'm going to be honest, I hated the suit. Hated the vibe of the suit. It's grown on me in the past 4 hours, just looking at him. I think that he's going to be aura farming. I'm down with it and all that. But yeah. The ending of Go Juger episode 20 was crazy. You just watched finished the watch. I have watched the ending, but I'm not going to talk about it because I know that people haven't watched it and all of that. We don't talk about Battle Fever J. Oh, you got a studio that... Oh, damn, that's awesome. 40 anime... Damn, bro. Bro, that's crazy. It's ironic because Marvel Comics made a crossover with Godzilla Ultraman, not Battle Fever J and other Sentai. Exactly. But they do own Battle Fever J and I believe another season. Sun Vulcan, I believe. You're in Red Ranger Isekai? Bro, that's crazy. I need to watch it, man. I'll watch it in dub just for you. Just for you, man. I'll watch it. You don't think that's AI? Bro, it's literally AI. I can just show you right here. Imperfection, right there. This is supposed to be a mirror. Glass. Right there. But the suit is not AI. Imperfections right there. There's no shadows. It most definitely is using AI. This is an AI generated background. 100%. Akiba Ranger cameos in Marvel's Adventures. I have seen that. Oh shit. I get that. I got that. You have to wait on torrents. I feel that 100%. Suit wise, yeah, it's not AI, mostly due to the design. Exactly. Yeah, the backgrounds are 100% AI. 100%. You're scattered throughout episode 5 of the Red Rangers. Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to binge watch that then, man. I'm gonna have to binge watch it. Oh. I think that pretty much wraps up everything that I wanted to talk about. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to talk about? I mean, once we get the what is it called? The press conference? I'll definitely be streaming the press conference just like I did the Gojuger one, and then we'll have a full-length video about everything. Once everything comes out, if there's more information, maybe we'll do like a, you know, weekly stream going over rumors and all of that. I don't know. I enjoyed doing this. I need to do more streams, guys. I need to do more streams. This was fun. Toei just lost a lot of respect from you. I mean, understandable. I know AI isn't everybody's fancy. I personally don't like AI, but I'm still gonna watch the show. Like, I think it fits the show to have AI. You mentioned the Gigabash game licensed by Ultraman. Oh, shoot. I do hope though that this is for the promo. It's not AI art throughout the whole entire thing. When it comes to the press conference, how do y'all make sense of it live? What do you mean? I mean, it's going to be streamed after superhero time. I can tell you that. And when the press conference comes out, we'll get to see the MCs. Honestly, what would be crazy is if we get to see the press conference in English. That would be crazy. I wonder if the press conference is going to be live and if it will be in English. If this writer would be the son of Ichigo. Ooh. Maybe. I don't know. You wish there would be a Kamen Rider GAVV English dub? That would be funny. I think it would be cool. Exactly. If the AI is trained by their own art, it should be fine. It should be. Should be. Keyword. But from the looks of it, it doesn't look like it's based off of it. This looks like New York City. I'll be straight up. Or maybe even Tokyo. I'll be straight up. That just looks like the Ghost Temple, so I think we're fine. I think that looks like Helheim, or whatever the fuck it is. Helheim. Ryuki, they just said mirrors. Oh yeah, I hope it is for promo though. 100%. Do I think that we'll get a female writer this season? Yeah. It's a Takahashi season, likely. So, yeah. It'll likely be one. But, yeah. I think it is midnight here. I am going to end the stream here, guys. I will probably... If we get anything else over the next day or so, I might go live. I might not. I don't know. But, yeah. I might go live here in the next couple of days with more information, hopefully, if everything looks good. If we get any more information, I'll go live and all that. But it's midnight here. I'm getting tired. I've been up since 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. So, but if you guys haven't already, go ahead and smash that like button down below and all of that. Subscribe, all of that. I'll keep y'all up to date with all Zetsu news and all of that. I might go live tomorrow. I don't know. But with that, I'm going to get the heck out.